Hey everyone, it's Merja here. Good to be here with you today. I am very excited. We have some really seriously amazing questions. Actually, all the questions we've received are just fantastic. I'm really looking forward to answering those questions for you today. And of course, like with anything else, if you feel that you're not getting an answer that satisfies where you are, your questions, then by all means, make sure that you ask some further questions. So you can comment into the comment section of this video and ask some clarifying questions there. Or if you want to continue the conversation even further, absolutely feel free to do that too. It's always such a pleasure to be working with you on these questions. So let me just pull out my questions for this week. Okay, where are we? There we go. Okay. First question today. I find it very hard to forgive people who violate my core values and hurt my feelings. What should I do? So that's a great question. I think a lot of INF types can relate to that, INFJs, because we tend to do so much for other people and then kind of would like something in return, and for INFPs because with the introverted feeling, the inward-faced feeling, which is all about what's truly right for me, what's authentic to me, it feels violated. So it's very normal to have this kind of a question. So a couple of things that I'd like to say, because I'm not sure which one of the types asked this question, so I'm going to answer it for both. One thing that's really important to understand in this kind of situation with other people, with, violating your core values, hurting your feelings and so on, is that feeling part of you is just one part of you. And it shouldn't really dominate everything that you do in life. Integrated people make decisions based on kind of 4 criteria. One of them is, does this feel authentic to me, which is what I feel like this question, where it's coming from. Does this feel authentic to me that this is happening? Is this the most harmonious thing for everyone, so including myself? So when I kind of relate to other people, does this bring harmony to the situation, or does it bring division? Do I have all the facts? So I'm getting my feelings hurt, but do I actually know exactly where the person is coming from? And finally, is this the most effective way of dealing with this? So if you have say, for example, a working relationship with a person and they violate your core values and your feelings get hurt, is your feelings getting hurt the most effective way of getting the thing done that needs to be done? So this is not to take away from your authenticity, so what's right for you. This isn't to take away from, how much you might have been hurt by the situation. This is really to ask yourself these questions. When you feel violated, how much of my violation is just my own feelings that I have to own up to and say, yes, I'm feeling violated about this, but I understand that perhaps the other person didn't mean it that way or is not coming from that place. And how much is it that the person actually has bad intent towards you? So if they have bad intent, if they, if they're trying to engage you in some kind of a power struggle, then you can just say, hey, let's just agree to disagree and kind of move on from that. You are well in your right to say, I don't agree with what you're saying, and I don't like, it feels like what you're doing is projecting onto me about where I'm coming from. So my feelings are hurt. Can we talk about this? So really the major piece around this is the communicational skills that you have or don't have. So are you able to say, look, this isn't working for me, or my feelings are hurt by this, or this is really hurting my core values, it's really violating my core values, without blaming the other person, without finger pointing, because most of the time as much as we'd like to vilify the other person, they don't actually mean to. They're just coming from a very different place. They don't mean to cause you pain. So when we're able to say, hey, this is really affecting me on a very deep personal level, when you say this kind of thing, is it possible for us to work around this so that we don't get into this space again? Then that is not a kind of finger pointing. That's not a blaming, shaming kind of situation. That's just you communicating to the person, hey, is there a different way of doing this thing? So that's what I would say to that. Firstly, understand that the feelings that you're feeling are just one part of you. Understand that there are 4 qualifications or 4 kind of criteria that you need to satisfy to make good decisions. So they are, is this, authentic to me? Is this harmonious for all of us in this situation? Do I have all the facts around this? And is this the most effective way of dealing with this situation? Number 3, you try to understand where the other person is coming from, because most often people don't intend to hurt you. It's just they end up doing that because we didn't share what's important to us. And number 4, learn to communicate your position without pointing fingers. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey, Kathy and Dana. Great to have you all here. It's lovely to have you